onside kick on the opening kickoff. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're playing at home, and they're trying to take advantage of this home crowd and try to build some momentum early. You don't see a lot of onside kicks to start the game. They tried it, but it failed, and now we're going to have to see what their defense can do, taking the field right away.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence. Intercepted in the first drive in for the pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
To pass, it's Castellanos. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the Seminoles come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
Quickly to the tight end. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snap it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Caught near the sideline, it's Prentice. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone. Pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Bears are flying down the field. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on 1st down. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at a quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to get the first through the air. Steps away. Shoots his way for more. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes. goes at the 33.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Calls his own number. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Behind the chains now on second and long. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Robertson. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Tell you what, man, there's some problems that need to be solved by this offense. Another sack. That's 3 sacks on the day. We're still in the first half, but right now this defense pitching a shutout, and they look like they're playing with 13 guys.
He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he'll just get rid of that one.
You just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Backed up now, here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Castellanos. Got his man on the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Noles!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering what do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Here comes the two-point try. He wants to throw it into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking for a man, it's Robertson. Working on the right. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Really nice job there by the defense because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket. And they just let him feel like maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the sideline. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lucas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the first timeout of the half. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Steps away to find some room. Finds space on the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped and intervened first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and it's just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Going to take a shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Snagged in the middle, it's Prentice. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds his man. It's Davis. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Running to the left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Still looking on the move. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but, man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Noles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Scrambling away. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker, Miss White.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to throw, it's Castellanos. Dumps it to the back. Pulls it in, it's Davis. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And they are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Castellanos. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And the Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Just going to keep it after the snap. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Williams. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He's looking to throw. They run it into the end zone. The 2-point try is good, and now they're up by 9 in the 4th. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Robertson. Catch in the middle, it's Cameron. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Washington. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Caught near the sticks, it's Cameron. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for... Oh, he didn't spike it, looking to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Washington. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. In this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wilson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. To the air, it's Robertson. Caught near the sticks, it's Wilson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the...
He's trying to get it in. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. Just under 30 seconds left, so they've got a chance if they can get this onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he wants it all. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to find the end zone. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm.